What's good, yo? We back, RTTV.
Gang,
What up?
gang.
And if it's your first time here, it definitely won't be your last. Make sure you kill, murder, and
smash
that subscribe button.
And if you want to get some full reactions, early reactions, super early access, shows like Clone Wars, One Piece, and a lot more shows, man, check out that Patreon. Download the app right now, and the yearly subscription will get you a month for free. Join the family.
Yo. And make sure you give this video a like and have that notification bell ringing for that Attack on Titan playlist. And make sure you follow us on Spotify, the RTTV show, where we talk about some of your favorite genres of music such as K-pop, hip-hop, R&B, and much, much more. So make sure you follow and subscribe, the RTTV show, Spotify.
You know, the last episode of Attack on Titan, we got introduced to the brave volunteers, Zeke's followers, Yelena, and
Black Man.
Yeah,
Black Man.
I don't know how to say his name. I still don't know how to say his name. I think it's like Onyonkapong, something like that. Yeah.
And is there another one, Nicolo? Or did you say that already?
No, I don't think I mentioned him. No, Nicolo, Yelena, and Onyonkapong. So we're all back on Paradis or Paradis Island, and Eren is staring himself in the mirror, talking to himself, and that's where the episode ends. He says, "We have to fight. We have to keep fighting no matter what." So you guys ready?
Let's do it.
And what better way to bring in Attack on Titan episode 69 than on Valentine's Day?
Wow. Episode 69 on Valentine's Day.
69 too.
Wow.
Episode 69 on Valentine's Day.
I think that was planned, man. I think that was planned.
You think so?
Yeah. It had to be. It's no
Wow.
coincidence. But let's get right into it.
We're gonna line these episodes up perfect.
Oh, I thought he was talking about the Meek Mill 6ix9ine thing. I'm like, you think that was controlled?
What?
She's really trying to figure it out,
She's
though.
dissected it.
Yeah.
2 separate fights?
Oh, shit.
So it's gotten to that point that we're willing to do what we gotta do.
Eren's obviously changed. You see the anger in his
Fight.
face.
Fight!
I saw somebody on YouTube sampled this theme song and put a Pop Smoke song over it, and it sounded fire.
I wonder if he was talking about 2 different fights in his head. 2 años antes. Don't get it fucked up, alright?
Yo, Levi is fucking short.
Oh, that's a lady.
Yeah.
So you guys remember y'all called it.
Yeah. Ackerman?
Oh, shit.
No, we have to show it now.
It's a secret method today.
You was meant to hold it to this moment.
What the? That's why they want to help. This is Mikasa's people.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, shit!
Wow.
You are the hope.
Wow, it's like now it's like 2 like destinies are relied onto them right there.
Oh, Mikasa's a princess. That'd be fast.
I haven't seen her smile like that in a minute.
And then she's right. They have a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
Mm.
And he really had this all set up. So Zeke already knew about the lineages? That's interesting.
Iceburst Stone.
Oh, now only exclusive to Paradise. Yeah. They was like, wait, y'all got this lucrative resource right here, yo. And then Eren would have to...
He's gonna pass the Beast Titan to Mikasa?
Wait, what?
And that's the issue.
Yeah. It's like, yo, I'm trying to end this cycle, yo.
Damn.
That's sad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This nigga like, fuck that.
That's what I'm
player.
talking about,
Yeah.
Eren.
That's tap though. I agree with Eren.
Oh my god.
And he ain't lying.
Oh my god. Talk your
Why is he
shit.
talking like that?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Whoa,
chill.
whoa, whoa.
Oh, okay.
You perv.
Nah, he's actually scary, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he was about to turn into a Titan right there. Oh, she pregnant.
She's pregnant,
She about to
remember?
pop.
Yeah.
Based off that conversation.
Yeah.
Who cracked it?
I guess Eren. To put the founding Titan with the royal blood and shit. So that's the baby daddy that they're talking about right now? Nicola.
Are they about to kill him?
They're like, yeah, we don't like this conversation that's going on upstairs, man. They're talking about just making her a Titan even when she's pregnant. So wait, she became pregnant to stop?
That's what they're trying to say. It's to prevent her from becoming a Titan.
But that's just they're theorizing, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That's crazy.
Then their back is really against the wall right now. So this is going back and forth between 2 years ago and present time, right?
Yeah, we barely got any armor this season though.
You say you barely got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly
Fear what you
it
don't
is.
know.
Oh, so that's how this plan developed right here? I like how they're all down to take that responsibility, though.
They was like, oh,
Damn,
I
like,
want it. No,
like-
I want it.
Wow.
They all got a reason in their mind why I gotta be them.
Man, City, you might be right, though, yo. It really might end up being one of the kids to get the founding Titan.
Imagine Eren just dies and nobody becomes a Titan. Oh no, remember it says that it starts from scratch.
Yeah, some random person gets it.
Oh, either way, somebody gonna get that shit.
That's sad. That's good, but that was sad. 'Cause
See,
it
this
looked like he was
this
about to
Eren
die.
right here and the Eren we see locked up is like
Completely different,
two
for sure.
completely
Yeah.
different people.
So what drove him to go there by himself in the long run?
Yeah, I want to see that convo.
Yeah, bro. I feel like their first convo was what shifted Eren to be how he is today.
You been watching mouth, Connie shit.
Talking about cutting him down in front of me.
Yeah, she about to cry because she's kind of second guessing that shit too.
As it happens when you go in the cover, man, that shit changes you.
He did get emotional
did.
first. What are you talking about?
He did.
He laughed. No, he actually
No, he
laughed.
had
Yeah,
an
he
emotional moment, then he laughed, but that laugh is like just all the shit hitting him at once.
What part was funny though, Pat? Come on,
Gotta laugh off the pain sometimes, alright, Ev?
not that type. Somebody died? Nah, you wild.
How much pain has he gone through? Wow.
I mean,
The only
if they
person
got
could be
to,
is Hanji. That's the only person.
it's really if they
Wow.
got to.
That shit went by way too
You
quick.
seen that transition though? That was odd.
His eyes to the moon.
Yeah, like, and it's like the eyes kind of like resemble kind of glasses, and then after that we see Zeke at the end and shit.
What did you take from that?
I don't know. That's why I was like, it was very peculiar, like why they did that.
All right.
What else? Thing next episode?
Yeah, that was just the preview to the next episode.
What's a rambling? Rumbling.
The
What is
rambling?
The
Yeah.
rumbling is what they will unleash, or they would break down the walls, and all those titans inside the walls would walk and destroy the earth.
Okay.
So that's the rumbling, yeah. So that basically Paradis Island uses that as a defense mechanism. It's like, yo, if you come after us, we'll unleash the
let
rumbling.
these shits out.
Exactly.
Underworld and shit.
Exactly.
Okay, all right.
So today in this episode, they were talking about keeping that a thing, and that's why they're talking about Historia reproducing, and then leaving our future to our people, to our kids, and they weren't very like happy about that decision, or if they had to come to that decision.
Yeah, because let's continue the cycle of people sacrificing their lives, continue the battle between titans in the world and everything like that. It's kind of, you're just continuing the turmoil and the peril that we're currently facing right now,
and passing down like that responsibility to their kids.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Of like, you having to die in 13 years, having to have like this responsibility of holding on to the founding titan. If something happens, unleashing the rumbling. You know what I'm saying? So like, do I really want to hand over this responsibility, especially when I'm looking for a better way? You know what I'm saying? Because what changes then? You know what I'm saying? So, what do you guys think? Where do we leave off? What would you guys want to do? Because that's one thing in this episode that you see them really having a hard time deciding. They're like, especially with Eren. Eren in the beginning, like, yo, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to pass down my titan to you guys. I love you guys too much. You know what I'm saying? And the flashback shows that they're still trying to figure that out. Like, Zeke has a plan. It involves Historia, reproducing kids with royal bloodlines to pass down the founding titan and keep control of the founding titan and the beast titan. But it doesn't look like they want to do that. And Eren at the end, that's why it was all blushing at the end. So, yo, I love you guys. I don't want to do that to you guys. But now, towards the end, we see time skip again. We're back to present time. We see that Eren looks like he's made up his mind, and it looks like he's siding with Zeke. Yeah. But his feelings of what they shown on the flashback of him loving his people doesn't seem to be
aligned with what he's doing right now.
Exactly.
And that's what's interesting about it too. That's why it's like, it's hard for me to like now, like really assessing the episode. It's hard for me to really believe wholeheartedly that he's all the way there with Zeke. Because the thing is, like, that's what this episode really trying to show. It's like, yo, there's so much background information showing that this nigga Eren is not willing to sacrifice his people, sacrifice the whole idea of everybody going through what he went through, because he went through the worst and shit like that. You feel me? Well, one of the worst, because everybody got it bad. So it's like, for him to have the transition between having that type of empathy and going to the moment now, it's like, yo, fuck all that. I don't care about y'all. Yeah, this girl died. I'm laughing about it and all this shit. I don't believe it. Unless, like, basically, we need to have that conversation. We need to see the conversation with Zeke and Eren for me to have more context and understand why he feels so adamant about going into this new plan. You get me?
I feel like one of the things that Eren had mentioned when they were at the table was, he said we should open up our options and we should see what we could do. I think that he went to Marley because he found another option, right? And as Robbie had stated in the reaction, you going undercover and being in that field, especially around soldiers, could be traumatizing to your way of thinking, right? So I think that's affected him. And that's why he's acting the way that he's acting. But he has another plan in mind, and he's not going with Zeke's plan, and he's not even going with everybody else's plan. He figured something out, and it may be too dangerous to even try to involve them, which is why he's acting the way he's acting. He's trying to make himself more distant because he doesn't want to hurt his friends, because he doesn't want to hurt his family, so on and so forth. The only thing that got me a little bit confused in the episode was Zeke's plan is for Historia to have children, right? Now, Historia is pregnant. When I was watching it, I was thinking, well, maybe she's feeding into Zeke's plan because she's pregnant. But then it seems like the other soldiers and the other generals, when they were at that table, they were talking. They were like, "Nah, she only wants to be pregnant so she doesn't inherit the Beast Titan." You know what I'm saying? So that part, I'm not gonna hold you. That part that part confused me a little bit because I thought she was just going with Zeke's plan.
And I thought that, like, I presumed that that moment, like, I even think it said in the episode that I feel like those people were just like making their own assumptions of what's going on because they don't really understand it. And on top of that, they're drinking too and stuff like that. So it's like a whole bunch of niggas drinking and stuff like that. Oh, shorty's pregnant. Oh, nah, this is the reason, this and that. So I think they really don't know what's really going on and stuff like that. And I was like drunk soldier talk. So what I took from the show.
Yeah, I definitely, it's crazy. I really agree with a lot that you said, Jerry. Like, I think he has like a mixture of what his people think he's gonna do and what Zeke told him. And he took information from there and created his own plan. And his plan only like relies only on him. And I think like in the same way that Mikasa's like, he cares about us more than everybody. And then I think it was Connie was like, yeah, he used to care about us, but now he wanted you to get in it. He had Armin fuck up the boats. I feel like this is in that same situation. Like, yo, you ain't supposed to know this. Like, let me handle this. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And it's not gonna be good for Eren. I can tell you that. Like, I think Eren's gonna sacrifice. Like, it's gonna be some crazy shit. But it's going to be something that he took from that conversation with Zeke. So I really cannot wait for that conversation with Zeke, too.
Yo, I'm calling it right now. Mikasa is going to kill Eren. Mikasa is going to be the one to do the final blow to Eren. From watching this episode, it's crazy to see how the person that's going to save the world was right under our eyes. I think Mikasa, from seeing this episode and how that other location, and I feel like we're gonna in the next episode or a few episodes we're gonna go there and see what they could really do to help. But like I feel like just off of watching this episode and seeing everything that's been going on and seeing how they asking Mikasa like, wait, are you on their side? It's like I feel like it's really gonna go down to what Mikasa. I think she's gonna play the biggest role, and our jaws are gonna drop, and I think she might be the one to kill Eren. And I feel like with Eren's situation with his brother, I understand why he would side with his brother. I get why he's not the same. Like going on the cover for all that time, going to Marley and all the years coming up. I feel like that conversation he had with them was him showcasing like, yo, this is how I feel. This is how I know things are gonna happen. But for the best part for me to do is to fall back and to get this job done. I'm about to die, and the only person that understands him completely is his brother Zeke. The only person that knows how it feels to have a Titan at a young age, to the pressures of your army, your country, being dependent on you, because they both really live in parallel lives. Where Marley's relying on Zeke, and Eren's relying on Paradise. So I feel like both of them came to a conclusion like, fuck both countries that we're both representing. It's like, yo, we're about to die and this shit is still gonna happen, keep going. So it's like I feel like Eren's to a point where it's like, y'all gonna live y'all lives. I have to be a certain way. I have to be mean to get the job done, because that's the only way y'all gonna listen. So I feel like that scene when he pulled Hanj pulled her closer was just literally saying like, yo, don't taunt me, don't play with me. Like, y'all niggas know if I really wanted to, I could turn up. That's showing you I'm still me. But I'm going through so much, and y'all adding this extra pressure is not helping. And I feel like that's why he lashed out, to be like, yo, I'm still Eren, but I don't have time to be the kid that's like, oh, I love you guys, this and that. I don't have time to tell Mikasa not to go into the battle. You have to go into the battle. And I feel like even with Sasha, he knew she was going to die. He knew, in his mind, he knew people were going to die. In general. So I feel like that's what they went in there. The fact that Connie went into that thinking no one was going to die, you're not like, bro, we've been in war for how many years, bro? Like, grow up.
He reacted that way.
It makes sense why he did react like that way, though. Because he, you know what I'm saying, he obviously lost somebody. And especially they're a close-knit family. There wasn't clear communication on why we were here. Eren just kind of forced their hand and made them come. Pause. So yeah, I think this episode, like, this one was a lot of information again thrown at us,
especially with the whole Mikasa situation. I feel like we always felt like Mikasa had like this some sort of blood and lineage that was very important and vital, especially the fact that it was so much like kind of like smoke and mirrors of like what was really going on with her history and stuff like that. So the fact that we have this whole reveal of like, yo, you are like the heir to this royal, family. Like, it's like, nigga, technically speaking, it's like that country kind of relies on her to survive now. And then the fact that now we know that Paradise has the fuel that they use for those CDM gear.
Iceberg something or something like that, yeah.
We know that's only like indigenous. Exactly. Mm-hmm. So now they're looking at it as a lucrative thing. So now it takes a step back and it's like, how does it differentiate between real times and how people exploit different areas and shit like that for resources? Can we really trust them? Like the only thing we really have as like kind of like maybe they won't do anything to us is Mikasa. Other than that, it's like they can exploit us, take everything for everything that we got and shit like that because they see us as a gold mine right now. They said that shit's more valuable than jewelry, all this shit. So it's like, nigga, I don't know. I feel like with them, they can run up on them and be like, yo, fuck all that. We want this land right here. And then that could cause Eren to say, fuck that. I'm going to take all these things within this wall and shit like that and violate y'all niggas and shit.
And even then, they even pulled down trying to help Paradise Island because of the plan that the whole world was trying to unify with the thoughts of Paradise Island being the #1 enemy. So it's like, we can all get together. That was the whole plan of the thing with Willie Tiber. Is like, we can all come together, fuck all our differences, and we just kill this one evil place. You know what I'm saying? And then it makes you also think that if Mikasa is like is an Ackerman and she's a princess, and Levi could play some type of royalty along those lines too, and then Kenny could have played something like that too, because there wasn't many Ackermans or any people really a lot like that within the wall. So that's one of the questions I had during this time when reading it too. So
I was just about to ask you about Levi's role with that family, because I was thinking the same thing. Once they came, there was like Ackerman. I'm like, so wait, Levi's not gonna say anything? Like, I noticed that.
Well, Levi also didn't, like, with Mikasa was a little different because her mom instilled that belief in, like, that, remember where you are. She carved something in her hand, you know what I'm saying? Well, Levi's mom he didn't even know he was an Ackerman until Kenny. He saw Kenny down the road again, so.
It's going to be the Scouts versus the Jaeger brothers. That's the last name?
Yeah.
The Jaeger brothers.
So you think Eren's completely flipped on Zeke's side 100%?
But I don't like that word you're saying though, flip. Like, he's getting the job done. I don't think it's a flip. I think because I think that's a perspective. Like, they might think he flipped, but I think he ain't flipping. I think he's just like, yo, y'all don't know how it is to be a Titan, and this is what it takes to get the job done. And maybe he touches the royal blood, and then they tell all the Titans commit suicide. I don't know, like, or so. I don't know. I'm trying to think what's gonna be the. Because
the Titans have to be gone.
Yeah, it has to be. It has
to be. How do you get rid of it?
My whole shit in my mind, is like, it's crazy because like that to me, like Mikasa killing Eren is so mind blowing to me because everything in this show tells me Mikasa's gonna look after Eren. Like everything has always told me like that's
looking after him.
Like that's her thing.
Like Erwin.
I feel you. Cause like I just don't. I guess.
I'm tired of battle and just. I don't know, man.
I really think some way, somehow, Eren's plan to get rid of the Titans involves him sacrificing himself in some way.
Yeah, he's definitely. He's a martyr. He's 100%.
There's one thing I know for sure: it's not going to end good for Eren. Yeah. Like, that is a fact. Like,
I don't think it's going to be somebody killing him. I think he's going to be doing it of his own free will before it's even his time to.
But even if he just dies, though, the powers get passed on to a random person with their blood. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing. So how do we if
what if he does that intentionally though? You said with that blood. So what if like he's doing that intentionally because of the fact that he's Historia's baby father?
How would that change things?
Not like wouldn't honestly like I was saying like if he died then what like it wouldn't go directly to him and stuff like that. It's just like a random person or somebody that has some blood. Okay.
Yeah, somebody has to be turned to the Titan and then eat him for that to be passed down.
Okay, cool. Yep.
If he just dies or gets killed, then and nobody eats him, then it gets passed down randomly to somebody of blood.
Yeah. Well, maybe there's some information we're gonna get from that Zeke Eren conversation that maybe changes that thing here. Cause like all I'm thinking in my mind is like, imagine a world where we were at war forever. Like right now, we're at war. Next year, we're still at war. The year after, we still at war with the same shit. Like at this point, we gotta figure this out.
Yeah.
Because staying at war that long doesn't seem like an educated decision on either part. We're all losing resources. We all out here racking our brain. This is crazy, bro.
So even if he was to destroy, like let's say Eren was to sacrifice himself, and in sacrificing himself, he destroys all the Titans, right? That power would still be inherited randomly.
From what we know, I think.
Well, yeah, from the knowledge that we have of the show.
So how would he sacrifice every Titan?
Well,
I don't know.
I say, could you make them commit suicide? Because he would touch the royal. You know how you can make them do something?
You can talk to them type shit.
And he could probably make the rumbling and that shit just, I don't know. Damn, I was gonna fucking say something.
You know who's dangerous though? Fucking Armin, the way he's thinking right now with the serum that we confiscated from Marley and stuff like that. Because now he's thinking like, maybe we're at a position that we can't trust Eren because of his impulsiveness. So now it's like he's on some shit like, I gotta come up with my own plan and shit like that. So that's why I'm wary of what they're willing to do with that serum.
Or maybe Eren changed that statement. Remember how they were like, yo, why did he say he was gonna protect us and do all this stuff for us before, and now he's sending you into battle and sending us. Maybe he changed because you know how Kruger was able to see the future. Maybe he was able to finally in that time see, when he was in Marley, see the future and realize, yo, okay, this person's gonna get my Titan, A, B, and C is gonna happen. So I feel like he's seen who. I think Eren already knows who's gonna get his Titan. I think from
Eating a Warhammer or something like that, or just
just from, you know how Kruger was able to see the future when he was at Armin. He said, make sure. Wait, Dean, what did Kruger say?
Yeah, so it's speculated that the attack Titan could see into the future because Kruger, the guy who passed down the attack Titan to his father, he said to his father before.
Oh yeah, he brought the names and shit like that.
He said you have to do it for Mikasa and Armin.
Yeah.
So he's saying, he said that to that nigga to say to Eren, to say Mikasa. I feel like Kruger was pretty much talking to Eren in the future, so damn, I'm trying to.
So you feel like the stuff that Eren is doing now is kind of what he already saw and just has to fulfill these roles in order for that future to happen?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah. Okay. A lot of I thought this episode was gonna be something completely different, but in these chapters I remember just being lost.
Nigga, this episode you didn't see me. I'm like, I asked a couple questions that it wasn't even answered. I'm like, and you can see my face like,
I got bad eyes and shit, but you can watch this whole episode. Just focusing like.
Because it's one thing about like seeing like text on the screen, but like Attack on Titan is so like their vocabulary is so intricate. So I'm like, hold up, what? Oh, and I'm like. King's Gambit, but in anime.
I'm not gonna lie to you, this episode probably was the most easiest one because I feel like it wasn't a lot going on in the actual animation. It was a lot of sitting down and talking. And you know what I realized from this episode, bro? My favorite Attack on Titan episodes, I realized, are not the action scenes. It's be episodes like these be episodes that I can't wait to watch and dub. Yeah. Because I just love. The dialogue's more intriguing. The fighting is fire. Like, it's top 10. So that is showing that the dialogue is like top 15. And I really like.
The dialogue is like fighting.
This was really because I'm really trying to figure out what the fuck is happening. And that Mikasa shit. I'm not gonna lie. Before this episode, I thought Mikasa was just a rogue shorty. That was just fighting.
I feel and I feel like a lot of times these episodes piece shit together for you. Or like it lets you speculate. Like, you think, frick, that Mikasa's killing Eren just based off this episode, you know what I'm saying? This is some shit that, like, I feel like I know a lot of people feel that way, too, you know what I'm saying? So I know it's like finding the pieces of the puzzle. Like, these episodes, especially when watching the dub again, that's like these episodes and, like, the episode with Eren's dad and Mr. Kruger or whatever, those episodes, like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Basement. I think I'm going to go watch The Basement, too, soon.
Yep. I forgot that conversation. I'm glad you brought that up. That makes a lot of sense right there. Damn, that nigga good.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Attack on Titan. Shout out to Studio Mappa. You guys doing your thing. But if it's your first time here, it definitely won't be your last. Make sure you kill, murder, and
smash
that subscribe button. It's your boy Wells, the Anime King. make sure you drop down those comments down below. For people that haven't read the manga, any questions you currently have at the moment, I won't be answering them because obviously I don't want to ruin it for you guys. But I'd like to see kind of how you guys have been thinking. We'll give you guys a few shout outs down on the next episode, and hopefully those questions get answered throughout that. So follow me, Wells, _RT.
Oh man, such a good guy. Patricrt, RT. Much appreciation to everybody around the world rocking with us right now, man. Watching this reactions, going through our journey, man. Should have been lit.
Yo, it's the man, the myth, the maniac, Wilkins _RT. Have no idea what's going to happen next, and I love it because it just brings about so much more speculation, and we get to try to figure it out amongst ourselves and just put the pieces together. This show is one of the greatest shows of all time.
What's good, man? It's your boy DC, and I'm watching like the illest chess game I've ever seen in my life. Like, the thought and the process of this whole show is really ridiculous, and I know Armin's gonna have like a real like aha moment. So stay tuned for that.
Yo, man. Shout out to that nigga Levi, yo. You're like at least 5'7". Like, this is the episode that I never realized how short. Like, I know he was short, but Eren grew up.
This nigga said at least 5'7".
That nigga is 5'4", bro. You see
Nah,
him next
he's
to
pretty short, yeah.
Yo, bro, he's
Eren's 5'6", 5'7". Edwin's height, bro.
He looks even shorter than Edwin. I'm not gonna lie. He looks like Plies.
I think Eren's like 6'2",
like
though.
Plies.
That's why.
You said what?
I think Eren's like 6'2".
Oh, really?
Yeah, Eren's mad tall now. He grew up, man.
But he's even. But the thing is, even Levi next to like Mikasa, bro, was looking like an infant.
It's better upset out to
It makes sense though. That nigga be moving crazy.
And that settles it at
The round table.